Good afternoon, Facebook. How y'all doing today? So I just got to kind of vent. And, you know, it's messed up. I mean, society is so immature. I mean, I don't get it anymore. I really don't. We socially have really down spiraled from basically the last 20 years. That's kind of off topic what I'm really wanting to talk about, but so this morning there's a wreck, I guess, somewhere in about 408 on I-4 in Orlando. Traffic was massively backed up for like 6 miles. I had to take the bypass. I had to go past my exits to go to work. I had to go like a couple miles out of reach. I had to do a U-turn on I-4 to go back. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna stop at Wawa and get me a coffee and maybe pick up a sub for lunch. So I listen to a variety of music. I listen to all kinds of music except for polka. But, you know, I'm actually listening to John Snyder, you know, Bo Duke from Dukes of Hazzard, you know, the old 70s and 80s TV show with the General Lee, you know, the Charger with the rubber flag on it and all that. Confederate flag, sorry. You know, we all grew up with it. You know, I didn't see no hate or anything from it, devised from that show. And that's a whole nother subject I would talk about another day. But so I'm listening to John Schneider, Good Old Boy, which is the theme song to there it is.
Listen up, just a good old boy, never meaning no harm.
So anyway, I'm listening to that. I got kind of cranked up a little bit. I like my music loud. Sorry. My Tacoma that I'm sitting in now doesn't have a sound system in it. I won't do one, elaborate one like I did in my Camaro or my 4Runner, but I will probably have Bulwark Customs upgrade all my factory speakers to higher end speakers and maybe amplify it a little bit. Anyway, again, back off subject. Sorry. Back on subject. I come pulling in and two gentlemen come walking out of the Wawa. And first thing out of their mouth was, "You're racist." And I'm like, "Excuse me?" They're like, "You're racist. You're a racist white boy." And I'm like, "Seriously? What did I do to y'all? Like, you listening to that crap?" I'm like, "Dude, it's not harming nobody." I said, "So you're associating, so let me get this straight. So you're going to associate a theme song to a TV show that had a car with the Confederate flag on it, racist. I don't see anything about Confederacy or Civil War or anything like that in the theme song. Like, it don't matter. You're racist. You just need to keep that shit off." I'm like, "Dude, whatever. I ain't got time for y'all." I'm like, I'm getting coffee, bye. And I walk away. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why was I harassed about this? Why was I being called racist? You don't know me. You know, we're quick to judge on people that they're racist. And when we don't know anything about everything, it goes back to the old saying, you know, there are some scars that are invisible. You know, so what I'm trying to say is you got to know that inside of me, to really know if my true heart, to know if I'm really racist or not. Why do you want to call somebody racist? I mean, I was calm and collective about it. I mean, I was kind of way just taken back, just like, why me? Just because of a theme song from an old, you know, 40 years ago. 40 years ago. Let me repeat that. 40 years ago TV show. 40. I'm 48. God willing, in 2-3 more months, I'll be 49. But, you know, I just want people to understand, just because people act a certain way or listen to music or whatever the case is, doesn't make them a racist at all. I just don't get it. You know, I mean, what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to just, before y'all even think something, just think about that person as a whole. You don't know their backstory. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why I'm listening. Like, they didn't know why I'm listening to this song. You know, I like it because it's, you know, I'm a good old country boy I'm a good old redneck from Polk County. Born and raised on the Dukes of Hazzard, Miami Vice, Magnum PI, you know, Earwolf, Blue Thunder. I mean, you know, Skarsky and Hutch. I mean, okay, and would they be upset if I was playing the Jefferson theme song? I mean, I don't get it. The music I listen to doesn't matter, you know. And speaking of that, so let me tell you another story related to music. So I had my 4Runner last night, which has a stereo system in it, and I'm at the Shell gas station getting gas last night on my way home, and there's no one around me, so I got the stereo up, not loud, just, you know, a little bit, you know, just a little cranked up, just a little bit. The bass, you can kind of tell there's bass in the truck. So, you know, I started pumping gas, and I'm just paying attention to, I'm like looking everywhere else but the pump. I didn't notice that there's another car pulled up beside me, and, you know, I went to go turn the stereo down, and the guy's like, no, dude, you don't need to turn it down, man. No, you're not bothering me. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm just raised to be respectful that way, you know. I mean, I didn't know. He goes, no, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm like, that's just the way I was raised. I mean, I said, I really would tell you, I'm an OG bass head from the freaking 80s to the 90s. I've had competition stereo systems, but even with those competition stereo systems, I still would kind of watch it down, keep it down, especially around a small environment like this. He's like, no, man, so let me show you what I got. So he starts showing me his stereo system. So we start talking. Come find out he's almost 40. So, I mean, yeah. And, I mean, we just started a conversation, and he didn't have a problem with the music or the way it is. I mean, these gentlemen could have used this way to strike up a conversation, like, hey, man, have a great day, or, you know, I mean, many times when I go to Wawa over in Orlando or Winter Park, I mean, dude, I get so many grateful people saying great things to me. I mean, because they see that I got disabled veteran tags on my truck. So they all thank me, you know, for my service, and hey, man, here, let me get the door for you. I mean, you know, I've had people buy me coffee. I mean, great environment. But, I mean, back to what I'm saying is, why does everybody got to jump to the fact that if they don't agree with somebody, they're automatically racist? You don't agree with, he didn't agree with my music, so I'm racist because he don't like the Dukes of Hazzard? You know, I mean, come on. I mean, so, anyway, so, to finish up the story with Wawa, in Dwayne old fashion, I mean, I wasn't rude or nothing like that, but I walked out. They were sitting down at the tables just eating their food and all that, and so of course when I walked back out, they again start with the racist stuff. Bye, racist. Hey, racist. Oh, racist, getting your racist truck. Oh my God, you know. And they started continuing on. I was ignoring it. I was just totally ignoring it. But then I was like, you know what? The little kid in me came out. So I literally cranked up my stereo. I mean, this thing ain't that loud. It's a factory Toyota stereo system. But so since they're calling me racist as I'm leaving, and again, I've got my mouth shut now. I'm not really saying anything, wrong. I just ignore them. So what do? Of course, in good old Dwayne fashion, I literally just did this. I cranked this up. So then I went back and played it again. And then I played it again. As I pulled away. It fathoms me how stupid people are to call people racist again. And I'm going to repeat myself again. We call someone racist over a freaking TV show that's 40 freaking years old. And as far as my recollection, that TV show is actually older than they were. So, it's like, why do we have idiots running around like this? All this crap that's going on today, these fights, and look on the news. There's fights happening in Ybor all over the place, gunshots. Everybody. I watched a fight on at McDonald's online. I watched a fight. It's like, it's stupid, and it's all over stupid stuff. Dude, I got mental health issues up the yin yang. Just to name a few, which most of you know, I'm bipolar. I got PTSD. I got ADHD. I got depression. And then on top of that, to add it all make it worse, I got brain trauma. Brain trauma. Guess what? I don't see a regular psychiatrist. I see a brain trauma psychiatrist. Okay? And what I'm saying with what I'm telling you that is, if I can keep my cool and not say stupid stuff like that with everything I got going on, why can't everybody else? Now I know people will say, well, Dwayne, they probably ain't as lucky as you are to get the therapy you got going. Well, let me explain something. My help that I'm getting is from the VA. So for you vets know where that limit lies with the VA. Yeah, exactly. Anthony, you're right. I could have played David Allen Cole. Seriously. Oh my God, I could have been cranking that. I'm not trying to start a war. I'm just a fucking good. Hey man, you don't know my story. I just drove from Polk fucking County to Winter Park, which took me an hour and a half to get to today, because I had to drive past Winter Park to go to freaking Altamont to do a U-turn to go back to Winter Park. And then all I want to do is just jam out to John Snyder's Good Old Boy. I found a video on YouTube, I want to say 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I just love it. It's awesome. He's mixed some Dukes of Hazzard TV stuff in it with his friends and all that, and the video, they're just rocking out, having a good time. But it's sad where society has gone. It's like everybody seems to jump the race. It's like, oh my God, let's jump the race immediately. He disagrees with him. He's a racist. It's like I'm sick of. It's like I can't have a conversation of anybody of a different ethnic background, because I'm afraid someone's going to get offended by something I said. I miss the good old days, where I could have a conversation back in high school and no one get offended. And I damn sure my brothers I served with and was deployed with, we would joke around about everything underneath the frickin' sun, and no one would get offended. I didn't get offended. I laughed it off. I'm just taken back that I got called a racist for playing a damn song. Anyway, I'm sorry about my rant, guys. I really am. It bothered me all day today. I went and actually talked to a friend of mine at work today. His name's Eric, and Eric's black, big old muscle bound guy. And I told him, like, dude, I got called racist. I told him what happened. He's like, Dwayne, you're not racist. He knows me. You know, I mean, and then like even Eric texted me later today. He's like, hey, dude, you okay? I'm like, I'm just upset still about this. I mean, I just never thought I'd be called racist about a damn song. People are so sensitive anymore. I mean, it's like, grow a pair of balls and mature. You know, I mean, life sucks, but do something with it. Don't take your feelings towards something and plasterize it on someone else. I mean, by taking "you don't like my song" and making me a racist. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, look, man, we all bleed the same color, and I'm not out to be a racist at all. And, you know, bottom line, guys, just when you might get offended by something that might offend you, don't go starting World War III over it. It's not worth it. Because again, you don't know what that person's dealing with. You know, people don't know what I deal with. You know, and it took everything I could to be calm and collected today. But, I mean, anyway, guys, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Be safe out there. If you're going to drink, you're a designated driver. Because there's been a lot, especially in the Tampa area. I saw that Mustang, a guy stole a Mustang, and it wasn't DUI related, but a guy stole a Mustang and was doing like 140 in Tampa and went in another lane and struck an Uber driver carrying a couple passengers, and they died. And then, you know, just so much. I've seen a lot of DUI stuff lately on the news, you know. But anyway, I'm done. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate y'all being my friends. Appreciate y'all listening, and y'all have a great day.